the shoulder, hand, big smile. And Demi, right up in front.
Wait. Can you go with it? Right here.
And Demi, right up in front, right on the left. And looking right to the left. See right in front of them? Demi to the left.
Great dress.
All the way down.
All the way back. Mademoiselle, please. To the shoulder. To the left.
I am, but I'm to date, so I don't know. I'm not for the bubbles as well.
On your left, please.
Sorry.
Oh, you're attached.
And the two of you, looking right up in front, right at me. Straight ahead, there we go. Right to the left. And the two. And then right next to ladies, right next to ladies.
Working your ways now.
Wait, no. You didn't get the two shoulders. Ask Mary.
Yes, there it is. Gorgeous.
And all three of you ladies together right here.
And then right next to her on this side, ladies.
And right here to your left.
And all eyes right here to the left.
To your left, please.
Right in front of you.
All the way to your left, please.
And all eyes right down to the left.
Right down this way. Right up here.
There.
We're going to add some muscle to the bush.
We need the two shot.
Oh, wait, then.
We'll move down a little bit.
Somebody out there. Okay, straight ahead, here we go. That big smile, straight ahead.
And then stay straight ahead, you four.
All the way to your left, please. Everyone to your left together, please.
Right next to the right spot, ladies. All the way down here, right on the left.
Straight down the middle.
Yes, all the way down to the left here.
Right to the right down here.
Can we get everyone looking right over to the left, right to the left? Thank you so much.
Can you try to go this way?
Demi.
All eight of those eyes.
Hey guys, one more straight ahead here. And then we're going to have Jason
All right.
I'll take all of you straight ahead.
Right next to her. Right next to her.
Okay. Hey, can I get some wallet size for the this? $25.
Come back in an hour.
Dennis, come right here.
Andrew, don't you already have that?
Bring your sexy back, ladies. Right here, straight ahead. Bring your sexy back.
Todd, look out, buddy. Todd.
Awesome, both ladies come right over here. Which is a phenomenal experience. And to win, you guys performed this incredible. How proud of you guys performed?
I'm really proud of Margaret. We both knew that was going to come. I got you. No, it was, you know, I have had a great time. I mean, we looked out for each other during the making, and you know, and to kind of
saying that because
oh my God, thank you.
I'm obsessed. especially the last like 30 minutes. It just really goes there. When you guys are reading that script and you see it really just go so out there, is it like a pleasant surprise? It just feels so anti-commercial, you know?
I mean, I think everything that you just said is true. It was a great read, and I think that she's been able to translate that onto the screen, which doesn't always happen.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of like when I think of women auteurs really like owning their craft. Do you feel like Coralie is kind of owning her position as a director when you work with her?
I mean, I think that this is a very personal story for her. And so I don't know if I can answer your question directly. It might be a better question for her. But I think that this is a really personal journey as well. And I think the process has been very cathartic.
And then just to wrap up, you guys, this movie I think really gets into like the absurd. Is that something that's interesting for you as actors to kind of explore and play with and just like totally explore?
Definitely, right? I mean, like how many times in your life do you get to do something like that? It's really fun to challenge yourself and like explore, and play around. It's awesome, yeah.
Did you feel a similarity between Kindness and Kindness? Like just in terms of like kind of it's so out there and weird and
both
fun.
Definitely super weird.
Thank you.
Nice to talk.
So this movie has some interesting messages about women and beauty, being women in Hollywood that are so visible, and you having daughters who are women. What are messages or conversations you hope that women are taking away from this film?
I mean, I certainly hope that not just for women, but for men and women alike, that they walk away finding a little bit more gentility towards themselves, a little bit more compassion and self-acceptance.
Do one more interview.
I mean, yeah.
And did you find that from making this movie, you guys were able to feel a little bit of yourselves?
You look amazing.
Thank you.
And Margaret, look at right in front here. Margaret, look at right in here, Margaret. And Margaret, right next to Margaret. Right in front of you, right in front of you.
I'm gonna get a jacket really quick.
Over the left shoulder for me, please. All the way over the left shoulder. Left shoulder. Over your left shoulder. Over your left shoulder, please. Can we get a shot over your left shoulder, please?
Mr. Quaid, looking down here, all the way up.
Mr. President.
Milk it, Dennis.
To the left.
Here, okay. Oh, free.
That's up.
Dennis,
Hello.
before you start, I just
She was way beyond the picture. She's pretty amazing. She's kind of a cross between Stanley Kubrick and Sam Peckinpah. Is hitting the scene here in America for real with this, and she's incredible.
And she's in a topic that's very relevant here in Hollywood. You run decades in this industry, man. How have you navigated the whole aging thing for men in Hollywood?
I mean, do you have when you get a script and it's like you're kind of maybe the like not quite villain, but do you have any reservations about that?
Absolutely not. That's the most fun thing you can have. Are you kidding?
Why is that?
Because it's the opposite of Parent Trap, Dad.
Did you feel like you were getting typecast to Parent Trap Dad for a while?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe a little bit, but that's okay to be typecast that way.
And talk to me. I mean, obviously, this is like kind of a biting satire. Was that something that's like interesting for you to be in?
Yeah, I would call it a biting satire that draws blood.
And I saw that you had kind of, Reagan's obviously been a very polarizing film. People are either loving it, and then, the critics score the
Well, the critics hated it at, 19%, but the audience was 98%. I think was the biggest gap in cinematic history.
What do you make?
I'll take the audience loving it at 98% myself. Everybody's a critic.
Yeah. And talk to me about Coralie as a director. What was it like working for her? She seems to me like a
She's
true
like
auteur.
she is. If you put Stanley Kubrick and Sam Peckinpah together, you'd have Coralie, and then she stands on her own as well. She's amazing. She's an auteur. We need another auteur to come along, and she's really something. She's going to be around. And Demi Moore, this is, I think she should win an Oscar for this. This is the beginning of her third act, and she's incredible in this.
Thank you so much, Dennis. Great to talk to you. Your way.
She could almost be, but I'm getting a clear shot right this second.
Okay.
Did you know her?
Yeah.
Hey, Brooke. Brooke.
Brooke.
Hey, Brooke. Hi.
We're going for the nicer route.
It's so much better when you know their name.
I know.
She looks a little like Demi.
Yeah, she does, huh? Who, by the way, is not, I'm sure you saw, is not doing interviews.
What?
Yeah. So we got Margaret and Dennis.
Dennis isn't drinking.
I will say, he was so good in this, Jeff. Yeah. I was annoyed that Ryan was like, you don't need a link, because I think...
Congratulations.
Makeup, that kind of transferred me into that, and they are super talented, and I enjoy the ride. It's not every day that you have your premiere in LA, so I was super happy to go for it.
Brilliant. Talk to me a little bit about just kind of the journey for you, and I don't know, are you cognizant of kind of mass appeal as you're thinking about sort of the festival circuit, or are you just you're letting it out to the world?
No, I mean, I think when you do a movie, you just think about the movie. Like, there is no other way. You can't plan, how it's going to be received, where you want to put it in the world. It's just a movie, and then it's going to have its own life. And at some point, it's not into your hands anymore. The best you can do is do it with your guts and the maximum sincerity, and and really take the boat to the harbor until the end and navigate all the waves. So that's what I did from beginning to end, making sure that my vision would be preserved and would be really able to get to the audience. And that's what I'm so proud of today, to see the audience react to that. To me, that's the best reward of all.
Yeah. Well, and I think of you as such like an auteur, and I feel like a lot of women maybe don't own that kind of role a lot. Is that something you've thought about as you've directed and kind of worked in this space as a woman?
I mean, to me, I know that what I discovered making my films is that what's most important is to preserve your voice and to affirm it. I think that's really our richness. I think that's what makes each filmmaker special. It is what makes him or her a specific voice that no one else could, relay the same. So now, and I feel more and more confident with that my voice is the thing that I should try to express the most when I do films, and not fear about anything else, because of course when you work you're full of doubts, of fears, of expectations, and I think what really helps you is when you trust that you have something to bring to the audience, and then you kind of trust that.
Yeah. And just to wrap up, I'm a huge Cronenberg and Lynch fan, so I guess it makes sense that I like your work so much. But it's funny, the last 30 minutes is for me what really took it to the next level. Did you have any reservations about kind of taking absurdism? How do you feel about kind of?
No, in fact, when I write, I really let the thing goes on the page, because I know they make sense for a reason. I don't really analyze them while I'm writing them, but then I know that they come on the page for a specific meaning, which I often analyze afterwards. So I know that this final scene really came for a reason in its excessiveness, in its kind of grotesque way of showing to the world, like, okay, this is what you're doing to us. This is the reality of the situation. I want to show you how violent it is, how huge it is, and how everyone around is responsible. So I think that's how it came together, basically.
Like if you hadn't taken it that far, it would have not, that point wouldn't have come as process much.
I think so. To me, I really needed to have that excess because I feel that what I'm talking about and what I'm feeling in my everyday life is so violent and is so, excessive that I didn't want to be shy on the screen. I wanted it to be visually at the image of what I feel inside.
Thank you so much, Coralie. I think you're brilliant. Yeah, thank you. I can't wait to show all my friends.
So no, basically we started the casting process after the script was finished, and I knew that the casting process was going to be the challenging part because basically I was going to ask an actor.
Everyone looking right this way.
All the sexy ladies. Thank you so much.
You did a great job.
Okay. Yes, okay.
Yeah, it's nice to come to a movie that's going to be in theaters,
What brought you out here?
What brought me, I'm a long time with Demi.
Oh, really? Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we did striptease together many years ago.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen the movie?
I have not seen it. No, that's why I'm here. I figured, to see it with a big crowd. I live right around the corner. It's very easy.
I love it. So talk to me, how are you feeling kind of after the resolution of the strikes? I know it's been kind of the dust has settled now, but also production's still slow.
Well, production's slow. Everybody's saying stay alive till 25, and there are people working. Unfortunately, I have a job next month. But it's slow for a lot of people, and, we just have to, sorry, I just had a brain thing. No, the Teamsters.
Oh, Teamsters.
And IATSE.
Right.
Just because nobody was going to make many moves until all that was settled. Now that it's settled, we'll go into Christmas.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. And what are you working on next month?
Next month it's a Netflix thing.
Okay.
And I'm also rehearsing a play, Death of a Salesman.
Oh, cool.
To be done here in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And we're just in the beginning stages, the discovery stages, so I've got a lot of time to get that going. So.
What's your role?
I play Linda. It's basically the only elder woman in the cast.
Where is it going to be?
At the Colony Theater.
Okay, cool.
It's a great theater because it's big and it's got lots of parking because a lot of theaters don't have parking in this town. So
when does it open?
Parking. Not till the first part of January.
Okay, so 2025 is going to be a big year for you and for Hollywood.
For Hollywood, yes. Everybody will be working. Would I do this drug? Would I do this drug? I don't know what it is. All I know is I got the invitation to come here.
Makes you younger.
Makes me younger?
There's a younger part of you.
It looks like there's trouble that happens. Yeah. I didn't watch the whole trailer because I didn't want to get the story. If you watched the whole thing,
you would say no.
No. You know what? I'm accepting the way I look, put a little makeup on, but I'm not going to do shit to my face because I want to play women from all centuries, not just women after 1960.
Have you felt that? Is that like a kind of realization you had, or have you always felt that, like throughout your career?
No, I never. I did Botox a couple of times because I was playing a character who would have done Botox, and I figure whatever my character does is what I do. So if I choose a role of an elder, I don't have to wear any makeup. Like my movie that's on Apple TV right now, it's The King Tide. And I look really old in it, but it's appropriate. It's like getting rid of the stigma, you know, this thing that's in our heads that men can get old, they can be wrinkly, they can be handsome, but women, if they, you know, aren't smooth anymore, are somehow judged as being, you know, late. You know, anyway, does somebody...
Yeah, it is. You're right.
We'll just do it real quick right now, and then I'll grab your sister. She comes down. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? So have you wanted to see the movie yet? No.
Definitely.
I love horror.
Okay.
I'm a big horror fan. It might be a little intense seeing it as my mom, but it's like I see her, she's fine, she's safe.
You know,
I'm just so proud of her.
Well, and the film is such like this biting satire of Hollywood. Is that something, I mean, kind of growing up in that world, is that something you're interested in and you think about?
You know, I think you have to have a good sense of humor about all of this because there's something a bit dystopic about growing up and about this industry and like merging it all together. So I think you have to be able to poke fun at something and have a good sense of humor about it and not take any of it too seriously.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right, here we go. Here it is. Nice. Thank you.